Hello and welcome back to MDG Media's coverage of the European Disc Golf Championships 2025. Here we are for some round 3 back 9 FPO lead card coverage from this beautiful course in Norway. I'm Andrew Gump.
Hello, I'm Brennan. I go by Forget Brennan, and we are here bringing you the back 9. So excited. I got my rain jacket on. It's windy and rainy and crazy weather out there today. Speaking of jackets, support MDG Media with the new merch, man. The hoodies are awesome. Everything's cool. The jumpers, the raincoats, every little bit support helps. Every little bit of your support helps. Yeah, man. Support MDG.
Yeah, Wayo Apparel, Connor Wood's the man. They're making it happen, hooking it up really, really nicely, and you're going to love it. Here's our leaderboard. Everyone that's relevant at this point is on this lead card, so look no further.
Yeah, they're kind of separating themselves from the field a bit. Henna having a little bit of a rough day there with the front 9, but it is tough to score out there right now. You're going to see a lot of the wind whipping and a lot of this coverage. It does not look like these drone shots you're seeing right now.
Yeah.
But we got hole 10 here, par 3, 285 feet, 87 meters. Kind of a bit of a turnover or maybe like a force over on something stable that flattens out. You just want to slide it up there. Hopefully get yourself a look for the birdie. There's our FPO pin right there. We'll see what these ladies can do.
Yeah, you got those late guardian birch trees on the right side of the green. They do stop a lot of them coming in. Look at that wind whipping those trees all over the place. Silva throwing a crave, putting a really good move on this. Skips off that rock, catches edge and rolls, and boink.
What? That's
on
ridiculous.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh
she just
my
parked
gosh.
That was a fantastic shot. I was really happy to see that in person. And again, on camera.
Look at that bounce. Did you see?
Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
She's shocked. She's like, what? I've been playing disc golf for years all over the world, and what just happened? Yep. That's the kind of day we're having out here. The fjords in Norway, incredibly beautiful place, but weather's extreme. And it changes like that right on you. You'll see it all in one given day. Eveliina getting it up there really nicely. Solid ground play.
Good shot.
She's got a putt.
Some smiles from her. They're kind of having an interesting day on the card, you know. A lot of weird things happening with the discs.
Mm-hmm. It is entertaining. Like even for the players, because they haven't, they don't know what's going to happen. When they let go of that thing, it's just like, what?
Great upshot there from Henna hitting the koozie.
And it just stayed right there. I think there's like a little hole that it just went right into. Like a, I don't know. It's not like one of those football golf or soccer golf holes, but it's like some kind of a little place, and it just couldn't be any more parked. Good up there from Kristin. Eveliina for birdie. Yes.
Nice bird, Eveliina.
Back to even for the round. -3 total. And getting one back on our leader, Kristin Lätt. So she's within 2. Not letting her run away with this. The other players on the card are kind of starting to drop back a little bit. Eveliina, right there.
I'm not sure what the rating is on an even finish on a round like today, but it's got to be high. With this wind, it's got to be high.
You want to know?
Yes, I would love to.
Yeah, and even would have got you a 1030 rating today.
Yeah, see, I knew it.
Just to kind of foreshadow what kind of potential chaos we are about to get into when we get around to this hole particularly. And this kind of weather, it kind of just makes you realize how blessed we've been earlier in the week to have those glorious days with the sunshine and the calm. It's been a real fun time here in Norway. Nice.
Yeah, hole 11, par 5. 653 feet, really uphill. Not the crazy longest par 5 in the world for the ladies, but very uphill. And in this wind, it's going to be tough.
Look at that flag just flowing, blowing. Yep, it's knocked down, but it's in the middle of the fairway. That's pretty fine, actually, because it's right before that really steep upslope starts. So the footing is good. That's all you really want. That was a good drive from Silva. Eveliina wants a little more, and she gets it. She's up there
Nice.
on that path. That's ideal in these conditions.
Yeah,
It's
very
pretty hard to
ideal.
do that. That was a brilliant shot. Kristin's going to want to try to do something similar.
Get up. Get up.
Gets chopped down at the very end of a flight. She's going to have a tough stance there. Steep slope. And a little too much hyzer on this one. But lucky to hit that rock. Kick down into the into the safe fairway, out from the OB.
I would think that she wanted that to flip or thought that that was going to flip with that wind coming in. But sometimes the wind just reacts strangely, man.
Oh, yeah, especially when it's like gusting so much. You know, because you think you feel it doing one thing, but it can change a lot. And then when it's so strong, it doesn't actually, doesn't necessarily follow the guidelines of what you think wind does.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's blowing at such force, it can just, do some crazy things, like you said. There's that stance. Kristin's, super athletic, very well balanced.
Oh, hitting that gap between those trees. Nice shot.
Yeah. And like, not only is that hillside, steep slope, it's very wet. We had heavy rain overnight. We've had a lot of rain over the last few weeks. It's been a mild summer, so this ground is soggy, spongy, saturated. Yeah, it looks lush and green, but it's squishy. Pretty decent shot there. Getting up to the little bit left side of the fairway. Pretty open approach. Silva working the right side, trying to get it to fade.
A little deep. Oh, comes back
Great.
in. Nice tree kick.
Yeah, puts it right down there for a little uphill 25-footer, I guess.
Whoa. Bouncing around. Almost hitting our camera guy back there in the woods. It's going to be interesting to get out of there.
Nice forehand approach. Sticks it on the green.
Her forehand is just so good. She's like a scientist when it comes to that forehand.
Yeah, she's the best in the world without a doubt at that shot particularly. And her backhand isn't far off from being top either. So when you put those weapons all together, that's how you become, a prime candidate for the best of all time. Putting also supreme. Very consistent.
Sit. Okay. Doesn't want anything to do with that. Just laying up there. There is a hill, as you can see, right behind that basket.
Oh. Chains out left side.
Great birdie from Kristin.
Yeah. It's par 5, so birdie and 3 pars. Not too bad. Silva really, should have made that putt. I guess it was heavy chains. Looked really good. Now we're moving on to the epic Albatrace hole from yesterday. Eveliina getting it done. It's a par 4, 124 meters. Beautiful mountain backdrop. Stunning landscape on the front side as well. With this island peninsula. Not island, I guess it's a peninsula green. What I meant to say. Just totally gorgeous. A few trees on there. The lake is dead calm right now, what you're seeing in the drone, but that's not at all what is going on out there today.
Yeah, I'll be very interested to see these tee shots right now. I have not seen any of this yet, so this is as surprising for me as it is for you guys.
Oh, you are all in for a treat. I promise you this. Yeah, you see Silva and Jenny Karppinen on the tee pad. There was a bit of a backup here because of the raging wind. Three cards were there at the point when this lead card finish, or lead card progressed up to there. So they had about 20 minutes to wait.
Oh,
look at this. It's low.
Dropping, lifting, dropping,
Water
skipping, water skipping, dropping, lifting, water skipping.
I like that, man. That sounds like a song you should write.
All right.
That sounds like a chorus right there. Disc golf music.
Let's see what we got on this one.
Yeah, if you're just disc golf fans and you're not familiar, Forget Brennan is a brilliant musician.
Oh, thank you, Andrew. I appreciate that.
I appreciate you, man. That's some great stuff. Check it out. Where can people find your stuff?
Oh, yeah, man. Spotify. Forget Brennan on Spotify and Instagram.
Nice. Be sure to check it out. Check out these tee shots, too. Everyone's doing really well. Silva's layup to the right side was brilliant, inbounds. It's super hard to throw a good tee shot in these conditions. As you can see, the wind is ripping and swirling. It's changing all the time. Look at that lift. It's a huge air bounce.
Whoa.
Puts her in play. Look at how much everyone's laughing at the way that disc flew.
That's great.
Yeah, now Silva's over here on this right side, just where she wanted to be. Incredible control displayed on that shot. I was talking a little bit over it with the music stuff, but it was a brilliant shot. You all saw it. Second shot, not so good. Right into the tree. But look at the conditions that we're dealing with. I mean, this will just blow your hat off.
My hat did blow off today.
Yeah, me too. Right on the screen.
Yeah, I was
had it on the tightest I could have it.
Yeah, I was caddying for Maxime during his round and actually walking down to the green of this hole. My hat blew off.
This actually nearly blew a tree out from the roots. It bent over almost onto me. That same gust that knocked my hat off. I saw a tree get lifted up by the roots and bend all the way onto the thing, and then it went back.
Oh my gosh.
But it was crazy. It was one of the crazier things I've seen in a long time.
Oh, look at that reaction.
I guess it was the craziest thing I've seen since the Albatrace on this same spot yesterday. So this place really providing the entertainment. But now it starts to rain a wee bit.
No, not even going for that one. Wow. That just really goes to show you what's going on out there.
Tough conditions to play disc golf in. Our sport, the equipment of our sport, more affected by the wind than probably any other sport that I can think of.
Yeah.
And so when this kind of wind comes into play, it's a whole different experience.
Yeah, our sport involves things flying through the air, literally. So when wind is in play, and especially a lot of it, it can get crazy. If you guys haven't played disc golf in extreme winds or extreme conditions, I'd say give it a try. It's either going to really frustrate you or you're going to have a lot of fun with your friends.
Well, that's the funny thing. Casual players, Yeah, to finish my thought, casual players don't often really have to play in conditions like this, so you don't choose to. But professional disc golfers, if you sign up for a tournament, and these kind of conditions happen, you really, you're obliged to do it. So they get a lot more experience in these crazy conditions. I probably wouldn't go out and play disc golf on a day like today, but like you said, it can be kind of fun just to try it out.
Yeah,
anyway,
man.
Yeah, hole 13, tell us about it.
Hole 13, par 4, 558 feet, 170 meters. You're going to want to land somewhere as close to the top of that hill that we flew over as you can. Triple Mando, and then a scary upshot coming into this green with some OB right behind it. And look at the wind.
Yeah, 5.53 average today tells you all you need to know about this.
Oh, my gosh.
These conditions are brutal.
This is actually ridiculous.
It is.
I did not know it started to get this bad.
Yeah, you were only out there for the MPO round today, caddying for Maxime, right?
Yeah.
So you didn't see what it was like this morning. It was worse.
Oh my gosh.
It was way gustier. Insane. I mean, it was more wet, I guess, for the MPO is the only thing that was kind of a little trickier in that regard, but.
Yeah, but some players don't mind playing in the rain. You keep your disc dry enough. It's not that crazy to play in the rain, but when it's whipping wind, that makes some big differences. Nice drive there.
That's great. She's way up there in the sweet spot. In these conditions, stellar.
Mm-hmm.
Not too bad of a spot for Silva either, really. Her approach is just kind of attacked by the wind there. Kristin tries to bend a forehand and shape it towards the basket. It does roll back to the fairway.
Still a really scary approach from there, though.
Henna keeping it on hyzer. Catches a branch, knocked down into the fairway. Scary approaches from there with this. You know, the OB's lurking behind.
And here we're going to see one that's getting pushed over. Silva going to the knee. Turning something over, but not enough, and fading OB.
Yeah. Big mistake there.
Yeah.
Very nicely done. Can you
That
believe
is so
that?
good. That is so good. You guys have no idea how hard it is to do just a little forehand approach like that in this wind.
No, that is
Coming
unbelievable.
downhill
Yeah.
with the wind ripping right at you, with OB right behind the basket. Getting that close is so difficult.
That's a GOAT type shot there. That is world class. Elite, top echelon, like unreal stuff. To put it that close on that shot.
Look at the leaves on the trees. They're barely hanging on.
Oh my gosh. Shout out to the camera crew. I mean, you know, they're battling these conditions just like the players are, trying to, you know, protect the equipment and survive. This is just pure survival mode. You know, when I'm talking to the players, like, they were just saying this almost isn't even like disc golf anymore. This is just like trying to survive.
Oh, wow. What a putt there for a
Yes.
par save.
That's huge.
That's a very tough putt she just made.
And what Kristin and Eveliina are doing right now is beyond impressive. Kristin's, you know, one down for the round. Eveliina's at par. Yeah, everybody else in the field is like near double digits already. They're just doing, you know, unbelievable stuff. They're both world champions, and they're playing like it today.
Yeah, and as we mentioned earlier, I mean, even par, you know, you informed me it was coming in at 10:30. Is that what you
Close
said?
to somewhere between
Close.
10:20, 10:30. Yeah, easily.
Which is amazing disc golf.
Oh yeah.
Hole 14 over the water here, one of signature holes here at Vasset Disc Golf Park. You just want to pretty much give it an ace run, I'd say, is kind of the line. I mean, you can go forehand. You'll see some people do that to try to just crash it in there. I've seen people go the big hyzer to try to crash it in there, but oh my God, it's
It's so comical, isn't it?
so windy. Like, what do you even do? I mean, watch. I bet this is going to be great. Again, I do not know this footage, so.
Oh, you're spot on. This is going to be great. I mean, just
Oh.
what? Like, she's like, you know, she's somewhere that nobody's probably ever been.
Yeah, I
before
don't think
on this
anyone's even been there. Oh my gosh, just trying to throw the most stable thing ever on Annie, I believe. Was that the play?
Yeah, exactly.
And gets amazing reaction,
Yeah.
comes through the trees, but I don't even think you're going to go for that putt. I don't know where her angle is, but
Oh, that's a fantastic result.
yeah. Dude,
Look
the
at-
lake looks like an ocean.
Yeah, I was just going to say the exact same thing.
Great shot.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
This is so crazy.
Silva trying to bounce back from the double.
Ooh, look at this. Oh,
Rejected.
no.
Yeah.
Spotter doesn't even know where it is. It got picked by the wind and went so far.
Yeah, and go to the shop, MDG
Where
Media.
is this lie? I've never seen anyone up there.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. She had to climb all the way up there, and it was
You end up in some interesting places playing disc golf. Some places in the woods you might never go if you weren't playing disc golf.
That's one of the wonderful things about it, huh?
I agree. One of the reasons I got into the sport was because I love hiking so much.
Yep.
I just love being out there in nature, and I feel so blessed and grateful to be able to see the fjords of Norway and experience places like this whilst playing a game that I love.
Brilliant putt there. That was phenomenal from Kristin. Even those short putts, like is a death putt, crazy wind, she just hearts it. Champion right there. But yeah, it's so fun to get out there and play disc golf and see all these beautiful places where the courses are. Love the nature, the nature experience you get by being a disc golfer. You're always out there in the wild doing fun stuff.
All right, hole 15, 192 meters. Water carry right here. You want to make sure you carry that water, get over those OB stakes, land somewhere right about in there. And then you got an upshot. Very, very tricky upshot. You can see this hole play, what does that say? 5.9282.
Yeah.
It's a very, very difficult hole. Yeah. It's a par 4, so that's playing almost 2 full strokes over par.
Bonkers.
Yeah. Wow. This is going to be a tough one for these ladies today. Let's see what they can do with it.
Indeed. Everyone's bundled up. Quite chilly, in the sense that you're just getting blasted with wind off the lake. Hitting that birch. Kick back. Look at this.
There she got it. Look at that. Oh, my Lord. She has such a genuine smile.
Yeah. Just infectious. It's, there's such positive energy from this woman,
and then steps up and puts a rip on it. What a great shot.
Yes. Just get your hat blown off and then, reset, smile it off, and just crush the perfect drive. That is so nice to see.
Oh, this is looking great too. Yeah, not bad at all.
That's the thing. Shout out to all the ladies on the card today. Like, you could really be annoyed with what you're going through and just be all miserable and be like, why do I have to do this, and this sucks, and blah, blah, blah. But nobody was anything like that. They were all, like laughing, smiling, trying to make the best out of it. These are the best players in Europe. They've earned their spot on the lead card. And, although it's a very competitive, sought-after title that they're trying to get, they're having a good time even when the conditions are brutal. They have a lot of respect for each other as competitors and as people, so it was nice to witness this.
Ooh, skip and OB. I've seen a lot of players on that upshot hit that road and then skip OB. Is that turned over too much? I think it is. No, it's not. Where did it go?
Well, it was stable when it came back. It's layup zone, but yeah, not too shabby. Like as you said, the hole's averaging nearly 2 strokes over par, so
this is too much.
Even a bogey on this feels pretty good today. Yeah, sailed it long into the lake.
But with that drive, I mean, she can still get par, hopefully.
Well, it's pretty hard to make that putt in these conditions, but I mean, it's possible, right?
I thought that went out right near the basket. Did that go?
It's
up?
A little long. It's
okay.
about, I would say, mid circle 2. So
okay,
50 feet.
Never mind.
No, I mean, it's possible. Like if in these
not
weather,
in this wind.
yeah,
not in this wind, man.
I mean, I guess it could happen. This is a hard moment to watch for Silva. Did not progress at all.
Didn't even cross it.
No.
Ooh.
And almost again out, but not. No, she stayed just barely safe by inches.
Oh my
Gives
gosh.
us a run.
Chill.
It chilled. She was trying to save that par. Instead, she's going to have to take a bogey, but that is not bad. Like we said, that's taken nearly a whole stroke on the field. Henna lays up like I expected.
Oh, wow. She did go really long. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that
the
was
wind
that
kind of
long.
just sailed it. Like,
Yeah.
good finish there. Triple bogey still. But, you know, for having 2 OBs, it's good to make that putt at least and avoid that snowman. You know, you got enough kind of weather conditions and elements today. Last thing you need to deal with is snow. Man.
And as we see our 2 top players both taking bogeys on this hole.
Yep. So nothing changes as far as the lead goes. And at this point, it's pretty clear that these are the only 2 players that are really in contention anymore.
OTB is very specific on how they list the disc because they want you to like the disc.
Virtually in your hand tells you what the disc is going to feel like, how heavy it's going to be. It's everything you want to know before it shows up to your house.
Not just marketing.
It's only the best.
Back here on hole 16, par 3, 76 meters or 250 feet nearly. Downhill, carrying the hazard all the way to this path that you see. And then the green, pretty deadly again, as per usual on this course. Drops off directly behind it into the lake. There's this like set of birch trees on the left that catches quite a lot of drives coming in. You want to try to put this one as close as possible, especially on a day like today. Hyzer now, tree saves her.
Oh, nice tree. Nice tree.
That is a nice tree. There's quite a lot of nice trees on this property.
Yes, there is. Forehand play. Go in.
Going at it. And it checks up nice. It's pretty close to the basket. Still going to be a difficult putt, though.
Yeah, that was on a good line, man.
Absolutely.
A little bit more steam. That had a chance.
Did look like it was tracking. That's
Fortunate hazard there.
Bit of a misrelease. Straight into that one. Down into the hazard. Still work to do to get up and down for the bogey now. And it's starting to get out of hand for Silva. She's slipping. Getting just battered by the wind today.
Also probably that same good tree. That was a bit high. That could have maybe sailed OB.
Very friendly tree. Helping this card out quite a bit. Ooh, nice shot.
Good sit. Oh my gosh, that was great.
You really got to spin it in the wind, you know, if you want to kind of cut through it. And she did that perfectly. That's a lot of experience. That's years of experience right there. Smart layup. You want nothing of it. Silva.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah. That's a highlight right there.
Showing her putting prowess right there, man. She's having a tough day, but to be able to just come up after, you know, you're sitting +9, you just took a triple, you made the hazard, but then you just come up and jam something like that. That's really awesome to see.
Yeah, she never gives up. That's what I like to see. She'll play the round through and do everything she can to, you know, be in the moment and execute the shot in front of her. So even though it's not going her way, she's still, you know, top class player for sure.
Kristin getting a stroke on Eveliina there with a par.
Yeah. So 5 between them. Moving into hole 17.
Oh, I'm so interested to see how this hole's about to play.
Yeah, what do you see here?
Oh man, well, we're on hole 17. It is a par 3, but daunting to say the least, man. 282 feet, 86 meters, huge water carry. Just make sure you get in bounds if you can. Average score up, oh my, 5+. Wow.
Yeah.
That is really crazy for this hole, man.
This hole is annihilating the field.
I know. I saw EDGC's Instagram account share a video of, just people just going back and forth and back and forth and just. There we see Eveliina trying to get a disc out.
Another nice little moment. Reaching deep into the bag, and this was kind of funny that.
Oh, they're holding the tents to make sure it doesn't even blow away.
Yeah, the chase card was. They all had to collectively hold that tent down as it turned inside out and got all twisted up. The wind was fierce at this point, and then they came and removed it right after that. But for now, people are just holding it so it doesn't blow away and hurt somebody.
Wow, what a shot!
That was great. That's inbounds, which is all you can hope for.
It's so strange seeing how it's like blue skies just for a second here.
This one just, the wind just kind of makes it glide. It looks like it's going to go to the hazard, but instead it kicks that tree and goes to the OB, so she's heading to the mandatory drop zone.
Oh, that wasn't hazard? She went...
No, she kicked the tree and came back to the...
Oh,
it looked like it was sailing
way.
long, but she hit this tree, and it just directly hit the tree and bounced so far back that she went into the lake.
You do not want to go to that drop zone right now. That drop zone, you might as well just say I'm taking a 6.
Exactly.
Well, a 5. Sorry.
If you're lucky.
Yeah. Another OB there.
Yeah, that's hazard. There's that pretty black alder tree, European variety.
And she's going forehand. That's just, yep, that's saying I'm okay with the 5. But is that also hazard?
That is indeed hazard.
Ooh.
And it's very well obstructed as well. Heavily obstructed. She's going to have to get creative to try to get any chance of getting up and down from there. So.
Look at the D on the
Yeah,
EGC. Oh my gosh. All the work that they've put in just getting wrecked by Mother Nature right now.
Yeah, all the assets are either destroyed or being dismantled, for the safety's sake. Crazy stuff out here. Really rough conditions.
I've truly never experienced weather like the fjords before. It's almost akin to like Hawaii in a way where like for 10 minutes it'll just be the most crazy rain and crazy whipping winds, and then all of a sudden it's like chill and blue skies and sunny. But then
storms moving quick, right?
Very interesting, man.
Kristin does very well here to give herself any hope.
Yeah.
Of getting a 6. Nice pitch up there. The problem is, like, even layups were getting like updrafted when they would hit the ground. There'd be so much wind that it would just blow the layups off into the lake.
Yeah, that's some of the footage that I saw.
Oh gosh,
was even people just purposefully laying up. Even with an upside down disc.
Oh, yeah.
If that wind catches under it, just blowing into the lake.
No, it was cruel and unusual, man. I mean, I ain't seen nothing like that before. It was harsh. Plus 12 now for the round. For one of the best players in the world.
Nice putt.
That's so good.
I actually almost misspoke earlier when I said take a 6 from the drop zone. I didn't realize that's what she was actually about to take. Oh, what?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
No. No.
That's...
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Here, Eveliina's advising her to abandon her throw and play from the same line because it's closer. So she's getting some good advice from her card mate and fellow countrywoman to throw again because she'd actually be further away. And in this case, it makes a big difference. And the exact same thing.
Gotta be kidding me.
No. No. This is...
Wait, this is the next shot.
Yeah, that happened 3 times in a row. 3 brutal chain outs from the wind consecutively.
No.
No, I mean, it's like,
That is unbelievable.
yeah.
Oh my
5
gosh,
over.
we have to clip that.
5 over on that hole.
Oh my gosh. Disc golf in the wind in the fjords of Norway, ladies and gentlemen. You have it right there. Wow.
Yeah, and that's
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that in a professional tournament before. I mean, I remember there was, what was it, maybe Peoria or something, some footage from there. I remember like some stuff with James, like, but that, whoa.
well,
Oh my gosh.
It's so sad because she didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you can't just be like, oh, I should have done this and that wouldn't have happened. It's just like,
Oh yeah, I wonder if she would have went from the lie that she was about to go versus like going from where. But Evelina was just trying to be. Hey,
no, I don't think it would have changed anything.
You know,
really.
it's just
I mean,
the wind, man. Whew. Tough to see. Tough to see, folks.
crazy.
Okay, hole 18. And are they also playing from not the top of the thing, the top of the structure?
I believe that decision was made for the MPO field.
Oh, that decision was made for MPO field. Okay,
Yeah,
so they're still on the top of the
see 'em up
structure.
here, but they are not enjoying this. This is scary. This is scary to be up here.
So I guess what I'm referring to is that eventually they stopped playing from the top of the structure because they deemed that to be unsafe.
Yeah, that decision was made after the FPO finished for the MPO field. So, or actually for the juniors, I believe they did it as well. For the FPO junior, they did.
Okay,
they
so
also-
right after this.
Yeah, exactly.
Go, go. Just so tough out there.
Yeah, another hole averaging well over 2 strokes above par. And you're seeing why. Wind is
Oh my gosh.
unbelievable, just out of control. You just can't control it. You know, you can't control your discs in this condition. Drop zone for Eveliina. Smushing it.
Holy Lord.
Parking it. And that is huge.
You guys have no idea how hard that really is.
That was so impressive. It's a 100-meter shot, and she just put it directly under the basket in like gale force winds.
Coming up short there.
Try to do that. I mean, it'd be pretty hard to replicate these conditions and try that. But
Yeah.
I mean, like, I can promise you, you wouldn't be able to do that.
Well, go try to do it in perfect conditions.
Exactly. Exactly.
Does it have the juice? Yes, it does.
Yeah, that's also a brilliant
Yeah.
shot. To be inside C1 from the dropper,
Mm-hmm.
that's great. Henna swinging it wide. That's skipping there into circle's edge. Not a bad shot either.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Wind gets-
Stay.
yeah.
No.
Yeah, Wind got a hold of that.
Man, unfortunate ending here for Silva.
Oh,
Well,
this-
really just unfortunate back 9. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, she had it together and was playing pretty well and was battling tough, but the wind just, really abused her here at the end. Just like criminal assault.
Oh, wow. But look at
really.
that, though.
That's what I mean. She don't give up.
Yeah. I mean, quad bogey, but phew, nice
But
putt.
great highlight putt to finish
Yeah,
it.
why not?
Smart layup from Henna. Just tap in and get it over with. Go home. Get
Yeah,
some food.
Kristen's like, just give me my par and get out of here, or bogey and get me
Well,
out of here.
she would have probably run that putt, but she's under the impression that this may be the last day, so that would be for the win. She laid up for the win potentially.
Oh yes,
We'll hear about it here shortly in an
Okay.
interview, but
Okay.
yeah. She's playing this hole as if it is the finishing hole of the tournament, although we don't know that. We still don't know that at this moment.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we're currently sitting here still on the grounds at Vasset Disc Golf Park, and no one has heard yet whether or not tomorrow is happening.
So that's it. Kristin -2, Eveliina -1, Silva and Henna out of the equation.
Yep.
Kristin, we faced wild winds here on the third day of the European Disc Golf Championships 2025. You managed it really well, shooting a 999 rated, +4. Tell us a little bit about the day.
Today was very interesting. At times, it felt like it wasn't really disc golf anymore. You were just throwing and praying and hoping that you'll get a good wind lift or it will beat the disc down, whatever you need. I feel like I handled it pretty well. I did take a couple of triple bogeys, which were unfortunate, but in these winds, anything can happen. So overall, I'm very pleased.
You've played disc golf all over the world. How do these winds compare to what you've faced in the past?
I guess in Texas, it's been pretty windy, but here I feel like I've faced some of the worst winds. And also in European Championships 2016 in Oulu, I guess that was like the worst I've ever experienced. And even here, you could see women lay up from 3 meters, 4 meters, which is pretty insane, I would say. We are all capable of getting the disc in the basket from 3 meters, but when the conditions are so tough, sometimes you have to make tough decisions as well.
Yeah, the gusts were really brutal at times.
Yeah.
What kind of changes do you have to make to deal with those kind of things as far as equipment goes and preparation and everything?
Just throw overstable discs and yeah, I mean, don't have very high expectations. That was my goal. Like lower the expectations, take one hole at a time, one throw at a time, actually, to be more precise, and yeah, not to be too aggressive and just stay humble on the course. That was my game plan.
The conditions are expected to even worsen for tomorrow. There's a lot of talk about whether this final round will even be played. Do you have any thoughts on that matter?
Yeah, I mean, I knew it before we went to the round, and I played the last hole as if we are finishing the tournament, just in case. And I guess that's all I could do. And whatever decision the organizers make, I'm sure it's the correct one, and I'll be ready either way.
In case they do cancel the round tomorrow, congratulations. You are the European Disc Golf Champion 2025. You've defended your title successfully. How does that feel?
Feels very good, especially after such a tough stretch. I don't feel like myself lately, and it's been a challenge for me to even play disc golf. And to come out here and play very well and defend the title, it's above my expectations and everything I could dream of.
Well, congratulations if it is a victory.
Yep.
If not, good luck for tomorrow.
Yes.
And thank you so much for joining us as always.
Thank you.
Wow. Interesting words. Pretty emotional there, man. That was some heavy stuff. I love to hear that, though. Congratulations if it is a victory. Otherwise, good luck with even worse conditions tomorrow. Wow.
Yeah, pretty unique scenario here. Never done anything like that before as far as interviews go. But yeah, incredible emotional explanation for what she'd been through and what she might be going through. And yeah, I mean, we have to just hope that she feels better soon, and that, yeah, we'll have to wait and see, I guess, if this is the final round or not. We still don't know, as you said. I mean, yeah, thanks so much for being along for the ride. Do everything you can to help support MDG Media. We're bringing you moments like this, the best coverage possible, Everyone's grinding and doing a great job.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you for being in the booth.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you so much. I'm Brennan. Forget Brennan and check out the MDG merch. We are giving this coverage to you as soon as possible. Everyone is working very hard, so all of your support is very appreciated. And if there's a round tomorrow, we'll see you on the final. If not, thanks for watching.
See you when we see you.